All right, now we're into hard foods, which is exciting. We've gotten through the hard part. We've gotten through two weeks. We've rebooted. We've reset metabolism. We have also healed our gut, right? So now we're into hard foods. How do we do this? What do I eat, right? So you have your calories and you have your macros. So I'm going to walk you through exactly why these are important and why they're beneficial. Calories are the most important thing. So start with calories, let the macros fall into place. But calories are the most important. So reach your calorie goal. And the reason why is we have to be in a caloric deficit to lose weight. So that's why we did the refeed day, to boost metabolism and get us into this cut. So when you're in a deficit, you will lose weight. That's why we only want to be here for 12 weeks total, because otherwise we'll slow down metabolism. So you're in this deficit, you have your calories. They're the most important thing for our goals. Second in line is macronutrients. So macronutrients are important because we need enough muscle glycogen from carbs to maintain energy and make sure we're creating lean muscle mass. We need enough protein to hold on to our lean muscle mass. We also need enough fats to have sources of energy. So all three of these are super important. When you filled out the nutrient timing questionnaire inside the fitness assessment, that will tell me exactly how you respond to insulin. You might be eating 25% carbs, you might be eating as high as 45% carbs. So it will depend on the person how you respond to insulin. So there's no right or wrong, but if you're lower end, you respond worse to insulin. If you're the higher end, you respond better to insulin. So try to be within 5% of those macronutrients as best as you can, but focus on the calories for sure. And the other thing would focus on the food guide that I made. So the food guide's in the PDF below, and it breaks down starches, it breaks down proteins, and it breaks down fats and the best foods possible. I don't expect you to be perfect. In fact, if you are perfect, you'll get less results and slower results than the person who treats it like an 80-20 rule. So I will go over the refeed day we do once per week, but think of the 80-20 rule. If you go to a birthday party, if you go somewhere and they have something that's not on the list or something that's not deemed as good, that's okay. Just think of it to 80-20. That would be if you ate 5 times a day, 1 out of 5 cannot be the best choice. And like I said, we'll talk about the refeed day and exactly how to do that, because it's actually more beneficial to do it this way than it is to be strict. Because at some point, if you're strict and everything's super hard, not only will our hormones mess up and cause tons of problems, but we also won't get fast results. One thing you do want to avoid are the 7 inflammatory foods. So these are the 7 trigger foods in the PDF. So these we want to avoid at all times. Again, 80-20 when you're thinking of having a balanced lifestyle, but these foods cause inflammation and can cause really poor gut health. So these foods we want to avoid like the plague. So number 1 is milk. Number 2 is cream cheese. So anything with cream cheese. 3, yogurts. So yes, like Greek yogurts, any type of yogurts are super inflammatory. Number 4 would be cottage cheese. 5 would be peanut butter. I know that's a hard one for people, but we can go almond butter or cashew butter. 6 would be artificial sugar. And number 7, the last one, is quinoa. So all of these foods break down as acid. So instead of our body breaking down as enzymes, they break down as acid immediately. So this will cause inflammation, this will cause leaky gut, this could cause digestive disorders. So these 7 foods should be avoided, as much as you can. Again, going back to the 80-20, if you have a little bit of it once a week or every now and again, it's not gonna be a big deal. But if you start having those foods over and over again, it's gonna cause lots of problems. So I would just say those 7 foods just eliminate altogether.